What if the biggest problem with luxury motorhomes was not the price, but the size? Because on one side, everyone wants the dream setup: a real lounge, a proper kitchen, a private bathroom, a big sleeping area, space for family travel, and maybe even an outdoor cooking zone for the campsite. But on the other side, nobody wants to drive a massive bus through narrow streets, fight for parking, or feel like every road trip needs a professional driver. That is exactly where this Chinese motorhome becomes interesting. This is the Feixiang S800, also known online as the Flying RV. And at first glance, it looks almost unbelievable because this is not just a camper with a tall roof. It is a compact IVECO-based motorhome that can transform into a two-story mobile home when parked. Car Hub, your trusted guide to the world of motorhomes and campervans. From the rear, the S800 already gives away its secret. The body is tall, flat, and almost apartment-like, with large FXRV graphics and Feixiang branding on the spare wheel cover. This does not look like a normal camper van. It looks like someone took a small house, placed it on an Iveco chassis, and then asked, "How much space can we hide inside this thing?" And that is the whole point of this RV. In driving mode, published details describe the S800 as being just under 6 meters long. That is the magic number, because it keeps the vehicle much more manageable than a giant expedition truck or a 10-meter luxury motorhome. But once you reach the campsite, the body can rise upward, creating a second-floor living space and turning the camper into something closer to a small duplex. Look closely at the side profile. The upper box sits high above the main cabin, while the overcab section stretches forward above the IVECO front end. When the RV is parked, stabilizer legs drop down to support the vehicle, and that matters because this is not a normal pop-top roof. This is a much more serious vertical expansion. On the side, the large hatch opens into an outdoor serving counter, and the awning extends above it to create a shaded terrace. This is one of the smartest visual features of the whole vehicle. You are not just cooking inside and carrying everything out. The side of the motorhome becomes its own outdoor kitchen zone. Step inside, and the first impression is not small camper. It is more like a private lounge. 4 cream-colored captain chairs sit around the dining area, with quilted upholstery, armrests, and a much more premium look than a regular bench seat. The lounge actually feels usable. You have a table in the middle, wide windows on the side, entertainment screens, warm ceiling lighting, and a layout that makes sense for travel days. You could eat here, work here, watch a movie here, plan your route here, or just sit with the window open and enjoy the view while the RV is parked beside a river. That is what separates a clever camper from a pretty one. It is not just about how many features are inside. It is about whether the space still feels calm when people are actually living in it. Now move into the kitchen, and this is where the S800 starts to feel more residential. You get a clean white and gray kitchen design, a large countertop, a 2-zone induction cooktop, a sink, overhead cabinets, drawers, shelves, and a tall storage section beside it. The pictures show a tall refrigerator with separate compartments, a microwave built into the cabinet area, and multiple drawers and lower cupboards. For a family trip, that matters. A small fridge is fine for one night, but if you want to stay out longer, carry real groceries, or cook more than instant noodles, the kitchen has to work harder. This one clearly tries to do that. Across the layout, the bathroom is compact but clean. You can see a modern toilet, sink, mirror, window, shower fixture, and molded white walls designed for easy cleaning. It is not a huge bathroom, but in a motorhome, the question is different. Does it give you privacy? Can you wash up properly? Can you use it at night without leaving the vehicle? Here, the answer seems to be yes, and that is one of the most underrated luxuries in any RV. Then there is one detail that instantly makes this feel more serious for long trips: the washing machine. For families, longer road trips, or off-grid parking, laundry becomes a real problem. So even though this space looks simple, it tells you something important about the design. The S800 is not only trying to impress people in photos, it is trying to behave like a tiny home. At the back, the bedroom gives the RV a much calmer personality. You get a wide bed, soft wall panels, side windows, warm lighting, and a clean, modern finish. This does not look like a thin mattress squeezed into the corner of a van. It looks like a proper sleeping zone, and that changes the way the whole vehicle feels. In many compact campers, the bed, lounge, and storage all fight for the same space. Here, the bed has its own area. The lounge can stay a lounge. The kitchen can stay a kitchen. That separation makes the interior feel more grown up. Above the cab, there's another sleeping area with a skylight and windows. This is a smart use of the overcab space, especially for family travel. Children could sleep here, guests could use it, or it could become an extra rest zone when the main bedroom is occupied. But of course, the biggest feature is still the second floor. This is what makes the S800 go viral. When parked, the raised upper structure creates another level above the main living area. It is not just a design trick, it is the entire reason this motorhome is different. Most campers expand sideways. Some have slide-outs, some have pop-top roofs. But the S800 takes the unusual route. It expands upward, turning the vehicle into a two-story campsite home. And that is why the proportions look so strange from the outside. It is compact in length, but massive in height. It feels like a vehicle that refuses to accept the normal rules of camper design. A reality check is important here. This kind of motorhome is not as simple as a regular van. You would need level ground, enough overhead clearance, and more attention to setup conditions. Wind, trees, and campsite space all matter when your RV becomes this tall. But that is also what makes it fascinating. The S800 is not trying to be the easiest camper in the world. It is trying to be one of the most ambitious. Up front, the IVECO cockpit brings everything back to earth. The dashboard is practical, the driving position is high, and the cabin has the commercial vehicle feel you expect from an IVECO base. That contrast is actually part of the appeal. From the driver's seat, it is a working vehicle. Behind the cabin, it becomes a lounge, kitchen, bathroom, laundry space, bedroom, and second-floor home. That is the strange charm of this RV. It is both ordinary and outrageous at the same time. Outside again, the outdoor kitchen area might be the feature people would use the most. The fold-down counter, awning, side compartments, and exterior serving space make the S800 feel less like a camper you hide inside and more like a tiny campsite cafe. This is where the vehicle becomes social. Friends can gather outside. Food can be served directly from the side. The awning creates shade, and the large body becomes a backdrop for a full outdoor living setup. For weekend camping, this might be more useful than the second floor. For going viral, the second floor wins. But for actual campsite life, this outdoor zone is one of the smartest ideas on the whole RV. So what is the real personality of the Feixiang S800? It is not a normal luxury motorhome. It is not a simple camper van. And it is definitely not a stripped-down adventure rig. It is a Chinese space experiment on wheels. It takes a compact IVECO-based body, adds a VIP-style lounge, a proper kitchen, a bathroom, a washing machine, multiple sleeping zones, an outdoor kitchen, stabilizer legs, and then the wildest part, a second floor that rises when you park. In driving mode, it tries to stay manageable. At the campsite, it tries to become a small apartment. And that is why this motorhome is so interesting. It does not just ask, how much can we fit inside an RV? It asks something much bigger. What if a motorhome did not have to stay the same size all the time? Now I want your take. Would you trust a two-story transforming motorhome like the Feixiang S800 for a long family road trip? Or would you rather keep things simple with a regular RV? Drop your answer in the comments. And for more calm, practical tours of the world's smartest motorhomes and camper vans, subscribe to Car Hub.